Greetings, everybody. It's Amy and Jim from Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt and AmySews.com. And today we are here for Make It Monday. Jim has a great demo for you on making perfect patch pockets. So we're excited about that. But we've got some exciting news. I don't know if I call it news, but you see my beautiful t-shirt? Look at this. It's my maker t-shirt. It's from my friends at Cotton and Chaos. I call them the Cotton Balls. They're the cutest young girls, and they have this t-shirt business. And they sent me this t-shirt. And I think it's super cute. So I put the link in just in case anybody would want to order a t-shirt and give some young girls some support.
Maria want one.
And hello, Miss Carol. All right. So without further ado, Mr. Jim, let's go.
My turn.
Do your pockets. You're on, buddy.
Yeah, because you have no idea what I'm doing.
I have no idea what you're doing because I've been away.
And what's my excuse? I'm working. Okay. So I'm going to actually, in a moment, take you over there because and you and I were talking too, because sometimes when you're doing a garment and putting a patch pocket on, and if you follow the directions,
right,
which aren't always perfect, they have the markings for your pocket,
right?
But you put it on and it's always in the wrong spot. It doesn't flatter
yourself. You got all this. When you got extra bumps and rumples, that pattern piece is not.
Well, what I wanted to say was the pattern piece is flat and smooth where our body is contoured and shaped.
Oh, thanks, Jim. I'll take contoured and shaped, but I don't.
And it doesn't want to, and it usually doesn't lay flat, and it's usually not in a proper area.
Yeah, exactly.
And also too, if you're having two pockets that match, it's hard to get two duplicate sewn pockets flawlessly.
Perfect.
So I think I practically perfected patch pockets.
I am sure you did.
So
Marianne, go ahead.
I'm gonna take you over to the overhead.
Jim's going to the magic camera over there.
So I have a piece of fabric cut about the shape I want to do. You can use your pattern piece that comes with the pattern, or you could make it a little bigger. And the first time I would probably make it a little bigger because I'm going to finish the heading first. So what I usually do is I measure like 1.25 inches, and fold it down twice and then sew it. So you get something that looks like this. So here I have my seam 1/4 inch from the edge. And the reason I do that is because when I take this and then fold it up and press it, it simulates the look of the same placket that's down the front of your shirt.
Oh, that's smart.
And this way, all the raw edges are encased inside that little seam. It gives a little more shape and support, helps your pocket to lay flat. So once I have that stitched, and of course I'll top stitch 1/4 inch from the top, and then I'll go ahead and prep my little tool that I use. I'll go get into my embroidery supplies and take a piece of stick-on wash-away stabilizer. A lot of us have used it before to do multiple hoopings. I'll go and take that and I'll draw the stitching line on the paper or the fabric part. Either side doesn't matter. But I will draw a line of the finished size of my pocket, meaning the stitching line.
Right.
Then I'll take this. I have my pocket front. This is the right side facing me. I take my stabilizer and I have the fabric side facing me. So the paper side is against my pocket. And I'll line it up so that the top finished edge lines up. And I'll go ahead and I'll sew along the line like you normally would. And
sewing through both layers?
Both layers.
You didn't peel it. Okay.
So so the paper's still attached to the stabilizer.
Perfect.
Paper against the front of the pocket. So along that line, so it looks like this. And you can see I have the pocket, and this is the inside of the pocket. Once I have it sewn like this, I can easily go and press all my seam allowances to the inside. See if I can zoom in there. So I press all the seam allowances to the inside. I'll go to that bottom corner and I'll press that up. Press it over. And if you're going to use your iron to do a press, make sure you don't have any water in your iron. You want a totally dry iron because it will start to dissolve the stabilizer and you don't want that. So you use a dry iron and you go ahead and fold up all your seam allowances right along the stitching line. You could even choose a shorter stitch length, let's say 2.0, so it really perforates paper. Once you have it done, I'll go ahead and take my scissors and I'll trim away the bulk of the stabilizer from the corner. And then I'll go ahead and come around and trim my stabilizer so it looks like this. So I have all my stabilizer trimmed. And of course, I'm going to trim away that bottom corner. I didn't do it on this one, but I would trim it just like that, right to the corner. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and release the paper on this. So the paper's facing me. I'm going to open up my stabilizer all the way down. Tear it away.
That's slick.
And then I'll take this and fold it over, and it's going to hold all my seam allowances in place, so they're not going to curl up on me.
Jeez.
So it's one less thing I have to deal with. So I'll do the same thing on the bottom, and then I have to go all the way around. So all my seam allowances are held in place, perfectly done to 1/4 inch. And of course, I have the outside. So what I'll just do is go ahead and turn my pocket right side out. I'll get one of those color point and tube turners and use that for the corners, which I forgot to grab. But to go ahead and turn it right side out, and then you have your practically perfect patch pocket.
Right.
All done.
And all the white stuff's gonna go away, right? Just stabilizer.
Yeah, because that'll wash out. And then what you do is you just peel off the backing, and then what you do is you go and stand in front of a mirror.
Oh, boy.
I'll do this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So,
appreciate it.
so I'm going to pretend this is my mirror,
Thank
and I
you.
have my practically perfect patch pocket, and I'll
Right.
take it and I can look over. I have my shirt on. I think, okay, this is where I want it to go. I can press it in place. Oh, I don't like it. I can relocate it, move it over. However, I like looking in the mirror, and because it's stabilized, I can press it in place. I can take the shirt off, go right to the sewing machine, and top stitch it on.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then it's not going to move until
Especially
after.
men's wear, like you're matching plaids. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're matching plaids, you've got a stripe or it's got to be in a certain seam. That's even purse pockets, you know, like you're trying to design the inside of your lining. That's
Right.
perfect. You can just patch pocket the daylights out of the inside.
And it'll just wash out when it's done. And then if you did the same thing on the second one, I can have both sides of my pocket perfectly matched. Same thing if I was going to do like a flap on the top of it.
It's pretty awesome sauce.
Do you like that?
I love that.
This is the first time she's seen this.
First time I've seen it, but I don't have time to sew, and it breaks my heart. I just can't make anything anymore except if it's pertinent to
What we're doing.
There's no other choices. So Jim's going to be in Akron next week. No,
Yeah, next week.
next week. And so is our Chris Dolinar. She's going to be in Akron with you, and
Cool.
they're in the Original Sewing and Quilt Expo.
So if you go to sewingexpo.com, you can check out my schedule there. Be sure to sign up because classes are filling fast.
Yep, sign up for his classes. You're going to get more tidbits like this, of
Mhm.
course. And then most of you know I was traveling. Well, I traveled to Lancaster and spent the week with my son Zach. We were at the Lancaster Quilt Show, and we had our Janome machines there. But there's one over my shoulder. That is the beautiful M7. Okay, that M7 has 14 inches in that throat. So we still have a couple bundles left from the show. Let me show you the paper. I'll hold it up. We're also throwing in luggage and shipping. Just call the store. I'll type it in the comments. So normally we don't pedal machines here, but I've got 3 of these deals left. And so you're going to get the M7 and a million feet that come with it. And then the trolley bag is $549.
Wow.
We're at $59.99. That includes your shipping. Or if you pick it up at the store, we'll give you a little bit of a bonus, right? So I'll put the store phone number in here so you can call. We're closed on Mondays, but some of you even have my cell phone number. So, whoops, got to type the number.
You don't call yourself much, do
I
you?
don't call myself much. So I'm going to just stick that in there. Okay, we did.
Yeah.
That was easy. So we're working on the Scan and Cut subscription box is open. If you want to jump in, you have 3 or 4 days to get in. Maybe the 15th. We're going to close it in that week. But if you want to join our Scan and Cut subscription box, Jim's working on it now.
Mhm.
It's going to be fun and something a little challenging that people normally don't do.
Yeah.
So it's great for your beginner, for great if you're advanced.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. So the tea towel, we still have a couple of the Easter Bunny tea towels left over. The kits, if you want to buy the kit, amysews.com. And then if you want to join that club, we're getting ready to ship out April's
Great.
tea towels. So there's so much going on here.
Mhm.
All right, everybody, have a terrific day because the more you know.
The more you sew.
Yes. All right, everybody. See you next
Bye.
Monday.